What is up, like fam? Welcome to another video. My name is David. As indicated by the title of this video, this is part 2 of this I Am video series. It's my opinion that self-realization, self with a capital S, is the foundation of spirituality. So it is of the utmost importance to have that solid spiritual aspect by knowing thyself. So to know thyself, or self-mastery, is life mastery. And we only kind of scratched the surface of this topic of I am in part 1. So today, let's get into part 2 of this I am video series. Let's go. If you hadn't had a chance to go watch part 1 of this I am video series, you can go watch it right here. And I would definitely suggest that you go and watch part 1 of this video so that you definitely get a solid foundation of this concept of I am. Now, in part 1, I mentioned that I am is you as conscious awareness becoming aware of yourself as conscious awareness. So you're becoming aware of yourself as the formless, as the timeless. Everything else in your life has form, meaning it's temporary. And this should give you a much greater degree of inner peace and allow you to release some anxiety that you may be holding about your current situation, because everything in your current situation is form, meaning your current situation is just temporary. And yes, we can comfort ourselves by telling ourselves that since we are conscious awareness living in a soup of universal consciousness, we can create, experience, materialize, manifest anything that we want by holding that desire in conscious awareness, which puts the physical wheels in motion and brings the right people and circumstances to kind of orchestrate in unison to bring into your physical experience the desire that you're holding in conscious awareness. We can do that to comfort ourselves, but it's the need to comfort ourselves by telling us that we can create anything that we want that keeps us tied to form. So it's the need for comfort. It's the need for security, which comes from ego, which kind of causes us to believe that if we somehow add to the formless can be more than it already is. It's the survivalist ego that always wants more form, because it's tasked with the job of survival, of security, of safety in this physical world of form. But when we sit with ourselves as conscious awareness and we really tap into the pure essence of being, and we feel and we resonate and we understand that pure conscious awareness that you're feeling right now cannot be subtracted from or added to, it does wonders for releasing a lot of anxiety that you may be holding in regards to attachment to outcome, for example, because now you have a bigger understanding that outcome is temporary. So this works wonders in detaching from things that no longer serve you in your life. It works wonders for all of the seriousness and overthinking that a lot of us do in our life. A lot of us are guilty of doing. It's also great for relieving shame or guilt or feelings of unworthiness, feelings of undeserving, because you now understand that adding or subtracting any of those things to the formless, to conscious awareness, does not add to or subtract from you as timeless conscious awareness. In addition, all of those things are just mental concepts or mental constructs of the mind, and you are not the mind, and the mind is not eternal. So to further understand this concept of I am, we can look at the mind as the skin of an orange. So the mind, the skin of the orange, the mind is what society has taught you. It's your job, it's your relationships, it's your ego's perception of your identity. It's your belief that external forms will make you happy, or it's your attachment to external outcomes that you believe will make you happy. So for example, only if I get this particular job will I be happy, or only if this particular person comes back to me will I be happy, etc., etc. But I am, or conscious awareness, is the orange itself. So peeling away that skin of the orange to get to the orange is the reward. The orange itself is the reward. So obviously you started peeling that skin away to get to the orange, get to the reward. So if we apply this to spirituality, peeling away the illusions of the mind, the lies of the ego, to get to a true understanding of your true eternal divine essence and identity is the whole point of incarnation in the first place. In part one, I gave you guys an excellent technique for centering into the stillness without thoughts. And when you can sit and consciously observe yourself as conscious awareness, and you really lean in and feel that timelessness, feel that ever-presentness, and you feel that wholeness and completeness, it's a great way to release anxious thoughts about the future or regretful thoughts about the past. And I say that because the past and the future do not exist. They're merely memories in your mind, and you are not your mind. You are the one that is aware of and are observing your mind. But the only thing that exists is this now moment. Now, the more that you become aware of I am, the more that you become aware of I am not, meaning you believe less and less of the lies of the ego. So you believe less of the ego's lies of scarcity. You believe less of the ego's lies of duality, of divisiveness, separatism. You believe less of the ego's lies of not good enough or not worthy. And when you start to empty your spiritual container of the ego's lies, your spiritual container, there's now space for truth. And that truth now becomes your core. And that core is the light that you radiate to your external world and all of those around you. So you see that it is of the utmost importance that you get to know your true self, self with a capital S, not only for yourself, but for the collective consciousness. So for the power of I am to really bring you into self-realization and know yourself as the formless, you really want to sit with this concept and ask if you can feel it, if it resonates with you. That's one thing about truth. You can feel it. When I'm speaking eternal truths, I get a buzz all over my body, a tingling all over my body. And that's because truth is powerful, it's eternal. And source consciousness will let you know through your energy body when you are speaking eternal truth. Now, question of the day. You guys are probably tired of hearing me say that. Are you going to empty your spiritual container of the lies from the ego and fill it with the eternal truth of I am, so that you can be a light for yourself and for those around you? Leave those comments below, Light Fam. I would love to get an open discussion on this one. You know the drill. If you liked the video, then please like the video. For more videos on this concept of I am, or anything having to do with the spiritual awakening, please click the subscribe button. Remember to add me over on the grams, _Lightways. I do answer a lot of questions over there. Again, have a look around in the description box below. We have the free 30-minute guided meditation on abundance. If you have Gmail, that meditation will most likely be under the promotions tab. And you can also sign up for some one-on-one Zoom sessions as well. Now, if you know anyone that is believing the lies of the ego, they need to empty their spiritual container of the egoic lies and fill it with the eternal truth of I am, then please share this video with them. It may give them the insight that they need to be a greater light to themselves and to those around them. All right, guys, I love all of you. I will see you in the next video. You know how we do it. Light, love, and abundance to all that are watching and to all you love. Peace, guys.